Hi, this is Andy Scott with North Shore Apartments. I'm at 1131 Central in Wilmette. This is number 14. A really terrific studio. It's a big studio with a beautiful kitchen and bath. We walk into a very small entry area and then we look at the living room, which is a nice sized room. The windows are facing north. I'll walk in and show you the windows. The door that you see on the left side, that's the entry to the dining area and the kitchen. And to the right, we see like a dressing room with a closet and a bathroom opposing. So before we walk in further, I'm just going to turn around and show you the door. And there's the front door, and there's an entry closet right next door. So the entry closet has your electric panel. It's a smaller closet, has room for footwear, some hooks. We can put a hanging bar across the back for coats, etc. Okay, so that's the first closet. Again, we look at the living area, and if I go this way, and there's the dressing room, bath area, and this way, you see that it's really quite a big space. It's got to be 13 and a half, 14 by 12, probably 14 by 12. The windows are newer and they're facing Wilmette Avenue. It's nice that they're newer because they block sound as well as temperature, that kind of thing, as well as the weather. And from the windows, we'll turn around and go back and we see a big closet in the living room. I'll show you that on the way to the bath area. Okay, so there's the front door and the entry closet, and here are the French doors separating the living room from the dining area and the kitchen. In fact, we get a look at the stainless steel fridge. I'm going to open this up, and we see the floor is a nice laminate floor. There's a dining area that's probably about 8 by 10. So certainly large enough for a 4-person table, definitely big enough for something smaller. Again, we're looking out onto Wilmette Avenue. That is Central over there. And from the window, we look back and we see how big the kitchen is. In fact, without the carpet, my voice starts to echo. Full-size appliances, microwave, new dishwasher. The fridge is right here, the laminated floor throughout. Let's start with the fridge. The fridge is probably about 5 feet 9 inches high with a freezer on top, shelves to the right. Fridge underneath, crisper drawers on the bottom, butter dish, and shelves to the right. Beautiful fridge, really. A very nice looking set of appliances. The cabinets are also newer, and there are a lot of cabinets, both above and below the counter. We have a stainless steel sink with some cabinets underneath. There's the parking permit. So the apartment does come with parking. Water pressure in this building is awesome. You can see it drains beautifully. Underneath is nice and clean, so it can be used for storage. To the right of the sink, there are some drawers. In fact, there are 3 drawers. The bottom drawers are a little deeper. There you go. Then the top drawer, there's an outlet. Nice counter space. The counter space is a laminate rather than a rock. And again, this is draining beautifully. So that's nice and clean. So a laminate countertop, but it looks like rock, is very clean and very pretty. Full size, as we work our way to the left, we have a full-size dishwasher, which I'll open up. And this is, if not brand new, newer for sure. It doesn't look like it's been used, but maybe it has been. Then we got a first look at the cabinets, which are sort of standard 2-foot cabinets with 3 shelves, and I mean 2 foot in height. 3 shelves, the shelves are about 11 inches deep. And we have some more cabinets on the other side of the stove, with just open space above the microwave. So lots of cabinet space on top. Then underneath, we have another drawer and another cabinet underneath And the underneath cabinet goes all the way back to the wall on the right, so you can really put a lot of stuff in there. Pots, pans, bowls, etc. Okay, the microwave. Again, I don't think it's brand new, but it's super clean, like new. Absolutely spotless inside. Again, a stainless steel trim, full-size stove with the stainless steel trim. Really squeaky clean. It's not brand new. I can see it's been turned on, but even the inside is squeaky clean. I guess our last tenant didn't cook. If I turn around, I'm going to go to this corner and show you, looking back, you see the dining area, good natural light, beautiful fridge. And as I walk towards the window, I'm going to step just towards the living room to give you a more complete picture of the kitchen area, which is really quite large. And then you have this dining area, which gives you a lot of flexibility. I didn't mention, but it was obvious that the living room is carpeted. And there we go across, and we see the size of the room, which is substantial. There's the front door, but we're going to check out this closet. So this is the second closet. Whoops. Oh. There we go. I was afraid that it was latched, but you see the shelves, and the shelves can be used to hang clothes by putting hangers here. It's a nice big space. It's easily 8 feet across and easily 2 feet deep. So that's very good space. Oops, turned the wrong way. I should have turned the other way. Poor camera work. But you see the French doors and the windows. Now we'll come into the what I call the dressing area, which is really just an empty space, probably about 8 or 9 feet long there, and maybe 4 feet across. There is a third closet in the back. And again, we have 2 shelves, one of them hanging shelves. This is maybe not quite 4 feet wide by a little more than 2 feet across, but you could get dressers and other furniture in this area here. And from this closet, we look in, we can see a newly remodeled bath. Again, we have a nice laminate floor, tank toilet, which is great, new sink, lighting over the mirror, which is terrific, beautifully retiled shower and bath. The tub is new. The sink is also, and when I say new, I think it was put in last year. Sink is also beautiful. Lots of storage underneath, so that's a big area for storage. That's hot water only. I'm just checking the hot water. You can see it runs well. Here, I'll do that again so you can see. Runs well, drains beautifully. Same thing with the tub. And here the tile is very light, very pretty, reflects a lot of light. Keeps the bathroom nice and clean. The tub is new, which is great. And we'll turn this on all the way to hot. Pull that up. And there we go. A nice, really very nice water pressure. I don't think it's that easy to tell that it's draining beautifully, but you certainly know buildup. And we'll shut it down. Windows are newer, so they'll open and close easily to make airing out the bathroom super easy. You do see a towel bar, and that bar there is a pressure bar and will be stretched across so you can hang a shower curtain. Beautiful bathroom, really. Come out, we see this dressing area where you could put furniture. One of the big closets. We'll look at a second big closet right there. Scan across the living room into the dining area. I love the French doors. Got a beautiful view of downtown Wilmette. Nice big room, super clean carpet. And that brings us back to the front door. Thanks for watching.